Right, let's try this again, shall we? I have gone this morning, it is now evening, to pick up, play, do a first reaction live stream and unboxing to this magnificent beast. Fire Emblem Three Houses Seasons of Warfare Edition. That's the front, that's the back, with all the information on the back, sides, front, bottom, other side. Well, there wasn't anything on the bottom. I have actually repackaged this as well because this morning I got the game, unboxed it, played for, I don't know, an hour and a half. It was a 2 hour stream. And you want to know what showed up on Twitch? 9 different clips, all 30 seconds to 4 minutes long. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My Twitch, OBS, or my internet all decided, or one of them, whatever it was, decided to say, nope, not happening. So here I am, trying again, which I did want to try and do earlier, but I got hair sticking out, which I tried to do earlier, but my car had a flat tire, so I had to deal with that. So yeah, not exactly in a happy mood, but angry is in my name now, isn't it? Let's just get this over with. So yeah, I showed you the box. That's what the inside looks like. Pretty slick. Take out the top layer. And we have all this. That looks nice. This soundtrack CD, steelbook case. I'll remove this first. Steelbook case. Quite pretty, isn't it? And on the inside, same as the Season of Welfare box, with the game right there. It's gonna focus, yeah, there you go. Anyway, I'm doing this just like I did on the live stream, by the way, because, well, reasons. It is supposed to be a first reaction and playthrough. Anyway, game's in, don't have to update because it's already done all that. Bloody. And then I showed, that's right, and the soundtrack in here, take that out, underneath is the calendar. So, considering it's the best soundtrack in Fire Emblem history, yeah, I'm saying that this is most definitely worth getting the Season of Welfare edition alone. There's even an art book in here that's pretty cool, and so is the calendar. One side, other side, inside, and track listing, if you can make that out at all. Yeah, focus as focused. I really should get a new camera. What I didn't do earlier is take out the CD itself, but yeah, I definitely want to copy this to my computer so I can put it on my phone and listen to some of those awesome tracks. Next up, we have the calendar in its slick little case. Take it out and show. The back's nothing special, but still, because you want to see it all. Go from the back to show that each month actually has different things on it. Different artworks. This actually took a while because I was playing around with it during the unboxing. I couldn't figure out how to really get a hold of it. It's going to be I'm definitely going to be using this for next year. It is a 2020 calendar, not a 2019 calendar. Which begs the question, why does it release with this in the middle of the year? Or close to the middle of the year. And that's the last one. So we go back this way to Byleth in January. Then Elgard for February. Yeah, still a pain even on the second attempt. Raya in March. I do want to hold it up to the camera so you can take a good look at it. But it's also a pain in the ass to try and flip each one over. Seteth for April. Does also have a stand, so I didn't actually show that off during the first unboxing. Sothis for May. This works. Charlotte for June. Charlotte, or don't think it's Charlotte. I saw her name earlier today because I was looking at the different voice actors in the game. I forget his name, Hubert, I think. If I have it right, yay! If I got it wrong, then sue me. Sylvain for August. Flame for September. Hilda, who going into this game was my waifu, you know, I really like the pink hair and the twin tails. She was my favourite design going into the game, but I will be explaining why she's no longer my waifu as we go in. Claude for November. And last but not least, Dimitri for December. Now, I will say, going into this, originally, Dimitri was my least favourite of the three lords going in. Yeah, he's for justice and everything, but gotta be honest, he's a stiff character, but they play it off so well that I am not mad at all. I actually rather like him. Put that over there, move you. Alright. Yeah, I've already done that. Move you. And now, the last and biggest piece. Move the box. There is no game case, so I can't show you like the back of the game case box, but if you're picking up the game, you'll see it anyway. Oh, I never noticed that. Well, that's always why it's a good thing to do the second run now, isn't it? The art book. And the back. And I never actually noticed before that this feels fine, that you can actually feel embedded on there, and that this, I would say, kind of feels like a tapestry, I think. I'm either losing my mind or that's what it is. But anyway, just to show you a few pages, I haven't actually looked through it, but I haven't had a full look through it yet. But for example, we've got character artwork for the characters. Male Byleth is on the other side of this one. What's that about there? Oh, there's a size chart. Just to jump ahead a bit. Maybe more characters, more characters, more characters, more characters, more characters, more characters. Come on. I want to show one of the other things off. No. yeah, there's also weapon designs and the like. Then I have, yeah, here we go, environments as well. It's kind of surreal trying to hold it up to a camera. But anyway, yeah, there you go. That's everything you get in the Seasons of Warfare pack. Crom, you come over here. Yeah, I've got an amiibo if we want to get to Amiibo Plaza. I think that's what it's called. Art book, steel book, soundtrack, and calendar. That's everything from Season of Welfare Edition. If you're picking it up, it's awesome. I like it. I just realised I'm not streaming. I don't need my desktop audio headphones in. There, feels a little better. Anyway, switch over to gameplay and let's jump in, shall we? Oh yeah, main account. Probably going to keep that box, it looks cool. I kept the one for the Smash Brothers one. And as you may have noticed, new background artwork. I'm the kind of person, I like to change my profile picture every now and then, so if you ever see the I'll get it eventually. Yeah, there we go. If you ever see the background change, then it's probably for the next big thing. Like next month, I'll probably do Astral Chain and do a playthrough of that in Nier Automata. So yeah, as you can see, that's how far I got when I played initially. But we are going to do. Oh yeah, I also. Okay, so that's some extras. I thought it was going to show like the eShop stuff I've got. I did buy the season pass, so when we get to it, I can show off the thing. Now, from what I hear, this is the very first time I'm going to do Hard and Fire Emblem and Classic. Connect to network? Sure. Cool. I'm going to try and stop doing that. Preparing to establish a connection. Alrighty then. Now, I'm doing these settings because I actually want to try and do a full playthrough on YouTube. I normally go normal, casual, because I started with Awakening. I'm not a big fan of permadeath, but having backtracked and played the original Fire Emblem on Game Boy Advance, I think it is the Binding Blade. No, Blazing Blade. Binding Blade is the one that never came out, I think. Really? Yeah, I'll do it later. But yeah, I have backtracked and played the original Game Boy game, the Blazing Blade, and I loved it. Permadeath didn't even bother me in that one. I still play without permadeath turned on because I'm just like, you know what, screw it. I can just run in, who cares, I just want to experience the wonderful story, but you know what, for this playthrough on YouTube, I'll actually try. Anyway, oh shut up, awesome cutscene. Seeing this a second time though, I actually wonder if that's the founder of the Church of Saros, Lady Saros. Stay hydrated. And I thought the cutscenes in Echoes looked awesome. This. Awesome.
Tell me, Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die. 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 You took everything that I loved.
Wow. Grim.
He's gone now, Mother.
I'll say this. If that is Raya, it could very well be, because it looks similar. Same voice actress too. Jeremy Lee, who does Makoto in Persona 5, Asuna in Sword Art Online, Lucy in Fairy Tail. Yeah, I know those last two is very divisive. You either love it or you hate it with a passion. And this one here is Morgana from Persona 5. So
What could have brought you here?
I forget her name though.
I wonder how you got in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
And that music. Holy hell. I'm thinking, do you want female or male? I basically have a waifu in every house I want to choose. So I might go male. But here's the interesting thing. One of them can S rank with female Byleth. Funny thing is, one of the guys I like can also S rank with male Byleth. So if I want to show that off, I could. But I want my main playthrough to be the one I do on YouTube, to be my main house. I want to do Blue Lions with Mercedes, I think. So Mercedes is the one you can S rank with. Marry Mercedes. Marry the female one. You know what? I'm just gonna go male.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
Now, in this game, choices actually matter. So you can't just be sarcastic enough to get away with it. If you give them an answer they like, you will increase their
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts.
support with them.
Go on.
I don't think she matters though. I am going to go with my real name.
I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names.
Ooh, excuse me. That one came down from deep below.
You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
January's Guardian Moon, Pegasus Moon, Lone Moon. Yeah, Lone Moon. Great Tree Moon, Harpstring Moon, Garland Moon, Lucy moon, verdant rain moon, horsebow moon, red wolf moon, ethereal moon. I like the sound of red wolf, but wyvern moon. Best month, got the best name for a moon. No. Because I'm putting in my birthday. Yes.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange.
How strange indeed.
It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap.
I can't help but be sarcastic to things like that. It's like...
It's almost time to...
It's like they want it to be sarcastic, but you just know it is not a coincidence. You just know it's meant to be like a coincidence, or set up as a coincidence, or whatever it is, when you know it is supposed to be set up that way on purpose. So I just can't help but be sarcastic about it. Don't know what I was saying a moment ago. I'm too hyped up because I'm finally been trying to play this all day, finally getting to sit down and play it, and I didn't want to do it off camera.
Hey, time to wake up.
I love David Lodge as Geralt as well, is perfect. David Lodge as well is Jiraiya, the pervy sage in Naruto, so if you recognize the voice, that'd be where it's from.
Were you having that dream again?
Streaming about a war.
Massive armies clashing on a vast field, right? Oh, there hasn't been a battle like that in over 3 centuries. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now.
Oh, there you go.
The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts.
Hasn't been a battle like that in over 3 centuries, which means the war we were dreaming of must have been when the Church of Seiros was founded, and that was Lady Seiros then. Sometimes I think too much. I read between the lines.
Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us.
God, what am I
Letting
always
your
getting
mind
itchy
wander
nose
is a sure way to
doing
get
these.
yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Yeah, that's a good position. Of course.
Hmm? Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Geralt, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
I want to increase my volume.
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives. Not to...
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation.
I skipped that last part. Whoops.
Wait, that uniform.
Yes, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there are a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now.
Why do I always get so itchy whenever I turn the camera on?
Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
I'm going to overwrite this. I want to do blue lines on the stream because out of all the 3 houses, I tried to do while streaming, say, help me choose a house, which one should I choose, yada yada yada, but the stream was just god awful. No one would be able to come in and suggest something, so I like the background on those chapter titles, prologue and everything. But yeah, no one would have been able...
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village.
I don't want to talk over their talking. But yeah, no one would be able to actually come in and comment. So I actually had a deep look around and found Blue Lions is right up my alley. Prior to coming in, it was Golden Deer. Claude is my favourite of the three leaders, still is. Hilda was the one girl I thought, she has the best design, I think I'll go for her. But as we know, Nintendo released a story trailer to say there will be 5 years in the future before you can actually romance anyone, and I have actually taken a look at some of their later designs. I'm actually not fond of Hilda's future design. Like, it's not terrible, but it's also the fact that her personality isn't exactly something I'd be comfortable with. Like, I was fine going in, but now that I've actually had a chance to interact with some of the other characters, I've decided, okay, I like her, and her better. I was honestly going in to say, I'm going to be Golden Deer, and I'm going to recruit Bernadetta, and she'll be my waifu, if not Hilda. Now I have new waifus. Anyway.
Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
By the way, that battle music, the title theme, the one from before, I am plugging in that soundtrack. I am going to play it on my phone all the time, play it in my car. It is just fantastic. And yeah, I know this is actually a rendition of the main theme. So let's move while the unit is next to an enemy. Got it.
Stay focused.
Focused on the Edelgard, so...
I will prevail.
Oh yeah, I guess I should show off as well. Yeah, there you go, weapon durability. Weapon will break if used so much. Yeah. ZR gives you that usual laydown thing. LNR shift your units. A brings up the menu, like here are your different options for in battle, for monastery, in general. I will mess with these off stream, but that's the only thing I'll do off stream, because kind of messing with options is just boring. Wait, oh, restore defaults, okay. Like bookmark, like you can save mid-battle. No. I'm going to guide, conditions, the usual stuff. X shows and hides certain stats, and lastly, I like this one. You can actually rotate the battlefield using the right stick, as well as change the perspective. Like you can do a top down if you so choose. Just like that.
That is that.
Just like you would on the 3DS. I actually like it like that. See, there it goes. It explains the battle menu. Battle phases. Yeah. The basic Fire Emblem stuff, it's still here. The only thing taken out from the basic Fire Emblem formula. Oh yeah, combat bows. The only thing taken out of the basic Fire Emblem formula is literally the weapon triangle system. Yes, that's no longer present. It's an odd...
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
Ah yes, teaching us about terrains. Yeah. It's an odd thing not to include, but seems like it works.
Good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
Terrain effects. they're all going to converge on Elgard. Hey. Dimitri.
This is a fine opportunity. It's the combat arts I taught you.
Right. Oh yeah, let's do it this way. You can actually switch combat arts in this menu as well. It's useful. Can't actually reach that far. Damn it. You can talk, you don't have to be on support level already to talk with others around you. Let's smash him. Don't hurt me. I hurt you.
Well, how was that?
That's all you're getting from me, woman. Gosh, now I can go here. Combat arts. Wrath, strike. See, normally he'd be left with 5 HP, but this combat art, which uses more durability, does more damage. And it looks cool.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
I think I've already changed his voice. I am literally just shutting this off because I can.
Over already.
Yep. Alrighty then.
Damn! Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
He also sounds familiar, but I don't think I ever checked his voice. Didn't think it was really worth it. I thought it might just be an extra. Probably is. Yeah. Still got that feature as well. Iron Axe is like white, blue. Oh, that means he drops it. Dimitri, you come down the side. You'll get targeted, but who cares? Items. Yes. Hey. How do you recover 5 HP? Here comes Geralt.
Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Right. Linked attacks. Got it. Claude, do me a favor.
That's the golden deer for you.
That's exactly who Dimitri over here was supposed to be distracting.
Be mindful.
Items, vulnerary, use. I'm not using her.
Hey, you with the blank stare! Out of my way!
Yeesh. Ooh, thank God he missed.
As expected. I'm not setting a very good example.
No.
What the? Aren't you Gerald the Bladebreaker? What's a renowned mercenary like you doing here?
I'm the one who should be complaining. I'm caught up in the mess you started.
I didn't actually see that the first time around. Geralt never got up to them. Which means I'm actually doing worse this time around. Because it's on hard, boy. Stand back for these vulnerary. However the frick you pronounce it, I don't know, okay. Attack. Will kill him. Increases the hit by 10, making it almost perfect. Yep, 10%.
I'm gonna kill you where you stand.
Like to see a try. From the grave.
I must keep aiming higher.
Oh, surprise, surprise, the MC can't die.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Of course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning.
I'm sorry I'm not really reacting much. I've already seen all this once. From the next battle on, it will be fresh reactions, though.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that?
What are you talking about?
I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child to
Felt that one
forgot
coming.
my name? Phooey! That child's just saved your life. And what does that make you?
Less than a child?
Correct. You understand. You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Thank you.
There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all.
I find it hilarious. I know I'm saying these lines because the protagonist is silent. It's meant to be us portraying ourselves through the protagonist. But I got Byleth in Fae earlier today while I was waiting around for with the flat tire stuff, and because I'd already put the game in, installed it, got the points, so I could get Byleth in Fae. in Heroes, and he's a lot more vocal in that game than he is in this one.
Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
What will happen when time resumes? What now?
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh, and you will surely meet your end.
Then why don't we do something
How
about it?
rude of you to drag me into this.
What did I do? It's not my fault you came into his body.
What
You
to
connected to
do?
him, whatever it is. Keep time frozen until I'm safe. I'll just stay here and wait to die, or let's turn back the hands of time,
Of
maybe.
course. I must turn back the hands of time.
I already knew that one, so yeah, I would have said it anyway, because it is a system they were saying.
I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome.
Oh, fuck you. They did say this this feature from Echoes is returning in 3 houses. The Wheel of Miller, I think it was called in Echoes. I don't know what it's called in here, but here you go. Here's the rewind mechanic, which I will probably be using a lot, considering this is both hard and classic.
I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
This does look cool though. No, I won't! I'll throw you back anime style.
Hey, did you just...
Saw it coming? Yes, he did.
The Knights of Seros are here.
I wonder how he
We'll
managed to
cut
pull
you
that
down
off.
for terrorizing our students. Hey,
I like this guy.
the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
Scanning for Dawn. Alright, but the prologue is done, but there's still a few cutscenes I'm going to add on to the end of this episode, then I will stop it there.
Captain Gerald? It is you. Goodness, it's been ages. Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever.
Excuse
And
me.
drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore.
There's the 4 hours of sleep starting to show again. Apologise if I'm yawning.
These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
That is correct.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love
Really
for you
now?
to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you?
Sure, why not?
What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Saros.
The Knights of Saros. They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required.
Excuse me.
Get going.
I still want to record another episode after this before I go to bed. Get
I appreciate
everything.
your help back there. Your skill is beyond question.
Get everything that was supposed to be in the stream done in 2 parts, and then I'll go to bed, continue recording in the morning.
You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Saros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
I didn't know he was a captain.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
And I didn't pick that because I know. I picked that because that's what I said last time as well. I want to have the choices mimic what I chose during said live stream that, went up in smoke. That's another thing I want to talk about though. At this time, I was still sort of like, Dimitri is my least favourite of the 3. This conversation here shows why I have sort of switched on that a little.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel.
Of course you would. And Claude, he is such a flirt. Obviously not with the male character. But yeah, that's why Claude's my favourite.
Oh, I should mention that the 3 of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garrigmach Monastery.
Goddamn another yawn.
We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these 2 hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I
Excuse
thought you
me.
were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you 2 sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors.
See, he says it differently, but he's still basically saying the same thing. Just in a different manner. So cunning of you, Claude.
But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant.
Excuse me.
Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
I actually chose that this time because this isn't where we choose our houses just yet. Ugh. I actually chose it this time. I just sort of went like that with my eyes closed, and I landed on Leicester Alliance. I keep on calling it Leicester because of how it's spelled, but it's Leicester Alliance.
Is that right? Well, that's a win for the Alliance, so I suppose I'm obligated to be happy.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Indeed. I just realised I just did something disgusting on camera. I had a hair in my mouth. Whoops, sorry about that. Now this one is not picking anything, it's just telling you a bit about each one. Fine young woman, but I feel as though she is always evaluating me. He seems quite sincere, but I sense darkness lurking beneath. If you've seen the Story 2 trailer, you know exactly what this look is for. Claude. His easy smile is striking, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping.
4:20. Yeah, that's when the game starts. 4:20. I like that background.
White clouds. Great tree moon. 3 houses.
White clouds, great tree
The
moon,
icy
4th
winds
month.
of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree.
Excuse me.
The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
Anime cutscene.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
Suppose I should say my comments from the live stream. As soon as she appeared, you could see bounce, bounce. So it was just sort of like, whoa, are they allowed to show that? And that guy before her with the mustache and the monocle, I was like, villain? This sort of has that mild sort of butler slash very, very slight villain sort of look.
Did the flow of time bring you here?
The look in their faces, both Raya's and Byleth's, just... It's like tension in the air, but then again...
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
But then again, Byleth always has that sort of look on his face. Oh, what did I say last time? You've been here before?
I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop,
You don't say.
Lady Rhea.
What did I say here? This one. I close my eyes and I go up and down, and I am reminded of one thing I did say during the live stream. That up and down ticking sounds just like moving through the menus in Dragon's Dogma. No joke. Still. So I did the same thing, and I'm pretty sure it landed on Lady Rhea.
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Setet. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Excuse me. Now this guy, the moment you see him, that voice, that face, his attitude, as you'll see later on, screams villain. Is he a villain though? That's the question.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
Now, you speak of like anime and stuff, and I said something along these lines before, but coincidences never happen. These things are set up for a reason, which we will learn later on in the game, and I am interested to learn. I hear it's one of the best Fire Emblem stories in a long time, so I am really keen to get into story 2 and be like, okay, I am past everything I think I know, time to get into the real nitty gritty. Speaking of, if you are going to be playing this game, yeah, I know, I'm stalling again. The 3 houses during part 1 at the school is mostly the same story. Part 2 though, what house you chose definitely changes the story. Like, you go with the Blue Lions, you'll learn why they fight. You go with the Black Eagles, you'll learn why they fight. You go with Leicester Alliance, the Golden Deer, you'll learn why they fight, and they all have their reasons. So I am going to be playing through all 3, but I'm going to do a, what is it, classic hard Blue Lines playthrough on stream. That is going to be my main playthrough and my main streaming playthrough. I'm also going to be doing Golden Deer second, and Black Eagles you actually have to do twice, because that splits into 2 paths once you reach part 2 as well. So 4 playthroughs, not just 3, but yeah.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
Again, lost mother to illness. Anime. I'm sorry, I honestly can't help it. I hear these things and I'm just like, that is such an anime or Japanese cliche slash trope slash whatever. But I'm still hoping it's as brilliant as what I hear. My name is...
A fine name indeed.
One thing though, if it increases support for these characters, does that mean Rhea and Geralt will be playable in a late game or something? I think too much.
From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I did just think of something as well. I know I should be focusing on this, and I am listening and paying attention, but there is a thought that just went through my mind. If I'm going to be doing playthroughs of all paths, will I stream part 2 to Golden Deer and the 2 Black Eagle paths? Leave a comment and let me know. If you want me to, I will. If nobody says anything, then sorry, just blue lines.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I'm sure they are. Pretty sure I said as a mercenary.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it.
You wanna know how I can tell? Only once did I ever get the support up thing for Geralt, and that was when I said, of course, instead of hesitating, alright. I think that was the only time it ever happened.
You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck.
It is so weird to hear Jiraiya not be all over ladies. I know I shouldn't, but I just can't help myself.
And watch out for Lady Rhea.
What, you don't trust her?
I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
This is going to be one of those things you'll go through a second time and you'll be like, yes, he is most definitely dropping hints here, and you can see this and that and yada yada, and first playthrough you're just thinking, maybe, who knows, who really pays attention to the stuff. I do.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know.
Perfect voice for him as well.
I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, what did I say to this one? Pretty sure I said...
Of course.
Yeah.
Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
Which, surprisingly, I have no interest in.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Right.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance.
Now, the thing that drew me into the Leicester Alliance initially is that you have, like, two houses are for, like, nobility, mostly comprised of mostly nobility. The Leicester Alliance is like a group of nations that's just, you know, all merchants or traders or whatever. They are not royalty, per se. That's what initially drew me to them. It's just like, yes, this is the house for commoners. I'm going with them.
Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
Yes, isn't it? I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I just hear these things and it's just like, it is so set up, you know it.
I'll say, I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Of course it's done for story reasons, but still, it just feels that way.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids.
I'm sure they are.
I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith.
See what I mean?
I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago?
Great Fire. What? Not to mention, 21 years ago, had a son or daughter several years later. That would actually make Byleth around 17, 18, the oldest. About that, yeah.
I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Yeah, to me he just sounds like that typical noble character that hates on commoners. Like they had one in Echoes, when first joins the Deliverance. Long load time. We'll be done here in just a moment anyway. I know I've been going on for over an hour now. The way I want to structure it is, when I'm standing in the academy, I'll stop it there, and then I'll do like academy, battle, cutscenes, and that'll be each episode. Raphael was also another reason I was choosing Golden Deer. He is the meathead of this game. If you don't know what I mean by that, I mean it in two senses of the word. Training and eating are pretty much all he does. Bernadetta! My Black Eagle's waifu. She's definitely my favourite character of them all. Yeah, I'm already in love with one. Technically. Dude, I like him. If I was to play as female, I would probably choose Dadu. Or maybe the ladies' man Sylvain. I don't know. Alright, so I'm gonna stop it there. No need to pause the actually I'll do that. I'm going to stop it there. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And if you do subscribe, don't forget to click the notification bell because YouTube. And I will be doing this, as I said, in parts of exploring the monastery, followed by battle, followed by cutscenes. That's basically the structure I want to do with these as I continue Fire Emblem Three Houses. If you like what I do here, I am going to be trying Zelda, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Master Mode. I have beaten the base game, but I love the game so much, I want to stream it. I want to put some videos out there. I say stream it, but OBS isn't obviously working for me, so doing the same as this, basically. And why Master Mode? I suck at Master Mode, so at least that's my assumption. So I'm going to play Zelda Breath of the Wild Master Mode, see if I'm any good at that. I originally wanted to start this at the end of last year, no, 2 years ago. Wow, has it really been that long? When Xenoblade Chronicles 2 came out, I got the game, played 10 hours, and just be like, wait, have I really played this for over 10 hours now? Fell in love with it, but I never got around to finishing it, so I want to stream that. It's a great story. It'll be a great time. That'll be the first few playthroughs I do on my channel. If you want, like, you can see Super Mario Maker on there as well. If you want to see some Super Mario Maker, if you want to see me play Oninaki or more Songbird Symphony, because there is a video, a Game & Watch, gameplay and review as I've called it, but it's really just like Game Explains, Game & Watch, but I don't want to call it that because, you know, that's their bit. If you want to see me play more of that, you know, just leave comments let me know what you want to see me play, if you want to see more of me, that sort of thing. And please, you know, subscribe and follow me on Twitch or on here. Like, I will be asking for Twitch more when I actually get OBS working, because I can actually swear over on Twitch. I can't over on YouTube now, can I? So yeah, I want to be able to go on Twitch. These episodes will be going up periodically, not just on a set schedule. Like, I'm going to be recording episode 2 shortly, because I want to get everything that I did on the live stream done first, which is some of the monastery gameplay, and then I'm going to stop there and go to bed, probably continue recording in the morning, as I want to play more of this. But anyway, once again, thank you very much for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one.